Children, thank you for joining this session. I am going to discuss about the questions which are asked at the time of the interview in any BPO, KPO or in any multinational company. So the first question is, tell me something about yourself. Remember, when you answer these questions, you should know what are your hobbies, what are your strengths, you should know about your school, your family background, and many things related to your local place. So I'm going to give a sample answer to this question and you can follow the same pattern. Remember, you can make the changes as per your requirement. So the question is, tell me something about yourself. And here it goes. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Rajkumar Pathak. I did my schooling from the primary school which is in my village. If you talk about my graduation, I did my graduation from the MDPG college which is in Pratapgarh, Uttar Pradesh. As far as my family background is concerned, my father is into agriculture and my mother is a housewife. If you talk about my hobbies, I love playing cricket and I am passionate about watching cricket. My favorite cricketer is Mr. Dhoni, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. If you talk about my future aim, I want to be a successful person in my life. This is all about me, sir. Thank you for listening to me. Children, once you talk about your favorite player and you start talking about the cricket, there would be other questions which will be followed. So remember, you need to prepare a different paragraph wherein you need to know about the scores, the date of birth, when was he born, how your favorite cricketer became a legend. So these questions can be questions, and then you should be ready with the answer. There are other questions which can follow for your favorite cricketer. Or if you're saying, I love reading books, then you should know what are your favorite books, who is your favorite author. So, depending on your hobbies, there will be other questions. So, be ready for them. So, just wanted to give you a heads up. Second question can be from your hobbies. And then you have to talk about your hobbies. They can also talk about your strengths. So if you're saying that you are a fearless or a confident person, they might want to know how can you say that you are a hardworking person. To answer this, you can say that, sir, I wake up early in the morning, I work in my fields, then I read my books, prepare for the interview, then go to my college to pursue my higher studies. So these are bigger responsibilities. Hence, I can say that I am really a hardworking person and this brings a lot of confidence in me. So that is why I am saying that I am a hardworking and a confident person. They can also talk about your village. So you should be ready with some of the basic things that happens in your village. For example, what does uh, what does your father do or how do people live there and other customs. So start preparing for this. So let me tell you about my village. Okay, Rajkumar Pathak, tell me something about your village. Thank you for asking this important question, sir. The name of my village is Pandripal. It is a small village in the district of Pratapgarh, which is in Uttar Pradesh. There are almost 500 people living peacefully in my village. Their main occupation is agriculture. They are involved into growing crops and then selling it into the market. This is about my village. They live together in peace and harmony. They participate in each other's festival. As and when they need help from each other, they are always available for the help. This is about my village, sir. Thank you for listening to me. The third question can be, how do you know that there is an interview going on? Or how did you come to know about this post in our company? So you can say that I am passionate about learning English, and then the jobs related to my passion. I know that I am a good communicator, hence I look for a job where I can get an opportunity to speak well. I do some bit of internet surfing, and then I came to know that you are hiring for this profile. The chat GPT is in place. There are different AI tools which are there. So if I have some query, I ask my questions from these AI tools. When I search the famous companies which are there in Noida or in Gurgaon, then I got the name of your organization. That is how I came to know about your organization. And in the same way, I found out the address, and here I am facing the interview. Thank you, sir. Remember, if it is going to be a multinational company, they will ask you whether you are comfortable with the rotational shift. Why rotational? Because if your clients are based in America, UK, or in UAE, or in any other part of the world, then you might have to work as per their requirement, their timing, shift timings. So if you work for US and UK, it is going to be a night shift. If you work for Australia, it is going to be a morning shift. So you have to say that you are comfortable working in different shifts. So you don't have to say that I'm only looking for morning shift or I'm looking for only for night shift. Just tell them that, sir, I'm looking for a job and I have a need for money. Whatever options and the opportunities I will get, I will be happy to join that, because my aim is to learn things and grow in my career ladder rather than being comfortable in the beginning of my career. They would love this answer. Thank you. They can also talk about your salary expectation. They can ask you, what is your salary expectation? To answer this question, you have to be honest. As per the company's standard, almost 20,000 is the beginning, and then you can get a growth of 15%, 20%, or 30% as per your performance every year. So you can say that I did some bit of search about your package, and I know that it is around 15 to 20,000 rupee. However, I would request you to give me 20,000 rupee, which is required to take care of my family in the very beginning. It would also be a motivational factor for me to take care of the family and to stay with the organization. Hence, 20,000 is the amount I'm looking for. However, I'm open for negotiations. Thank you. Dear children, though I have discussed the important questions which are mostly asked, even I take interviews and I keep asking these questions if children are beginning their career. However, this is not limited to these questions only. Start reading more about Delhi Metro, the recent things that is happening in our country, outside our country. They are not going to judge you because you are just speaking your heart out. However, just don't limit yourself to these questions. Always try to learn the answers based on the trend. You can do some chat GPT, you can go to WhatsApp and check what are the questions which are asked. However, make sure that you keep talking to the people who are already working in these companies so that you get to know what are the questions, what is the trend going on. Since you guys are in the village, start some translation. For example, you can purchase any translation book which is in Hindi and then translate it into in English. I know that in our primary schools it is not very common to speak in English, and we do translation. Since you are good in translation, let's start from there. Everyone has a different style of learning the language. We who are from the village and who have been trained to do translation from Hindi to English, and we are good at it, so let's do that way. There are different channels, different videos on I mean, you go to the website and you find different videos and different motivational speakers. You can follow any one of them, they all are good. But we tend to follow the dialect, we tend to follow the style of the person who is from your region. So you can follow me. We are comfortable in speaking in our local language, in Hindi and in English, in any language. We are helpful and we are helping each other to grow. Thank you for joining and thank you for listening to me, children. Let's practice these questions, and if you have any question, please do your comment and I will address the question and I will take it up in my next video. Thank you and enjoy yourself. Wish you good luck for your future. Thank you.